on the drum, prepare it, and make sure that it was tuned right. And sometimes the weather don't help. When I used to do gigs in clubs that it was humid or whatever, as much as I tried it, it was like beating up. I'm like, oh, I can't get a sound out of this. So it was hard on the hand. You have to hit it hard. Sometimes I used to have gigs and all this was open up, bleeding, and I just asked for a drink, not for drinking, to pour it on my hand. I need some alcohol, so go at the bar. After a while, you know, your hands got so used to it. But now, thank God for these synthetic drums and, you know, the skins, it helps. But before, yeah, I mean, I still have some skins at home, and, you know, I still have some drums at home that I play with that has skins. You know, you always keep it so you can, you know, do some work with it. But to perform, I use these type of skins, yes.
Yeah, since you're demonstrating, have you tried playing HPD party? Christmas party?
Well, me by myself, no, I can't, of course not. But with the band, let's see. Maybe this year I can bring the band over, and if they hire us. I mean, I don't have control over that. You know, I would love to bring the band so you guys can get a taste of the full band. You guys will enjoy that.
Probably somebody will pick it up and do it.
Yes, go ahead.
In music, you have something called chops. If you don't play in a couple of years, do you lose it?
Well, yeah, it's stamina. You're right. It's chops. It's a workout because playing the drums, like when you're playing orchestration, the conga player, the piano player, and the bass player who are salsa in a salsa group do not stop playing. They don't stop playing. They continue from beginning of the song to the end. So you need stamina. You definitely got to need stamina, and you have to work out for that. So you know, it's not easy. It's a lot of work because. And also, when playing the congas, if you use your whole arm, you're killing yourself. Because there's a lot of drummers that play like this. Those guys won't last one tune. Why? Because you're working with your body and you're putting too much pressure with yourself. It's wrist. It's all wrist. I could do that all night. I could play like that for hours and I get tired. It's all like a drummer. At first, I took trap lessons. Like drummers, like when you see rock drummers or big drummers, they all day say, "Wow, how those guys keep up?" So our wrist, it's all wrist. So he's a percussionist himself. So as a percussionist, you have to learn how to use your wrist. So I used to practice with drumsticks and play with the drumsticks. So to develop the wrist. And stamina, yes, you need. Endurance, yes. The older you get, you're not as quick as you you want to be. But there's techniques where you can continue performing, like the great Mongo, Ray Barretto. These guys played till they're 70 or 80 years old. And when you saw them live, you were like, wow, that guy's 80, get out of here. But they had a stamina, they had a technique, which, you know, I learned by watching them, and I spoke to them a lot. They inspired me, and they always told me to continue performing. So these guys gave me an inspiration. And this generation, I realized that even when I'm performing, I have inspired younger drummers. I don't know this, but they brought it to my attention. Sometimes they come, they watch me. Like I used to watch those big guys, they watch me. They come and they watch me and they learn, they ask for tips, which I give them. I said, look, do it this way. Oh, I play it like this. I said, no, do it like this. And go home and practice. Next time you see me, I'll tell you something else. So, you know, but I love helping because that's part of it. I want it to continue. I don't want it to die because playing this type of instrument, if you're not really into it, it's very difficult. And not too many people does it right. So, you know, it's always good to make sure that you teach so it can continue and continue because it needs to. You know, it needs, people need to understand that music is very important. Whatever culture you're in, it's involved. So, you know, anything else? What James Ray?
He wants you to do something.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have, okay, James is from Africa. Let's bring a point here. The Africans were the first to bring all that culture to the Caribbean hundreds of years ago. And it developed from the drumming coming into the country. It went into the Caribbeans first. It didn't, you know, the Africans came to America first. They hit other places before they came here.
Yeah.
You know, we all know that. I mean, maybe not, but I'm letting you know that it happened in the Caribbeans, into the islands. They went to South America before they even came to America. They brought the culture, but they added that particular African rhythm with that particular culture. Like the Indians from Puerto Rico was Arawak Indians. The Arawak Indians, when they were there, the Africans came, and the Arawak Indians, with the Africans, created, like I said before, the bomba and the plena. So, and then you have the plena. All this were African rhythms, which the Arawak Indians bought, and they mixed and they made this. Now, also they have the 6/8 rhythm, which is typical. It's different from the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 6/8. James, wanted to dance? I know your hands were shaking a little. I was letting that African come out of you. I have it too, let me fool you. It's in my blood too. But that's a 6/8 rhythm, which is basically an African rhythm. And usually that's, you know, a lot of African dancing and a lot of folklorical, a lot of spiritual dancing. They use different type of rhythms also, which is part of the African culture. And a lot of the times, you know, it's different rhythms and different beats. So as a percussionist, you have to learn all this. This is not like something you wake up in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to play all these rhythms. No, you have to practice it, learn it, hear it, and understand which purpose of each different rhythm is. And it's not easy, but it's part of the whole drumming situation.
Raquel want you to...
Not Raquel, don't do that. Quiet here.
Raquel want you to...
Right, say I want.
She want you to be 2 minutes of salsa for the people to come. You know, hey, taco to taco to taco.
You want something?
Raquel told me that.
Let it flow.
2 minutes only.
Well, the salsa, like I was telling to you before, is a tumbao, and it's a rhythm where, you know, you can, what you guys can do for me is play clave, go. Okay, but, 140, okay, so, thank you for coming, those that have to run. But, basically, that's basically what the rhythm is, and it helps, participation with the crowd. That's very important, because you guys feel it as much as I feel it. And the more you guys feel it, the more I feel it. So when I see you guys involved and playing and getting into it, it definitely helps. And as a percussionist, you know, it's not easy, you know, and you know, there's a lot of percussionists out here that you have to appreciate them, because they work hard to do what we do here. Not only myself, there's hundreds of percussionists out there that work hard to make sure they do what they do.
Okay, now, mister, there is somebody here who was telling me to, because I am the, you know, the person who...
Oh, you're the spokesperson for everybody. Oh, I understand.
Yeah. And somebody is telling me now with the foot like this, that they wanted like a 2 minute of bomba plata. Tum bum tum tum bum tum. She was doing like that.
Tango.
You know, like that. The bomba plena.
Tango.
The plena for Puerto Rico, you know what it is.
Bomba? All right, I can play a bomba, but I need somebody to play a bomba. Eddie, you know how to play a bomba? He's a fellow percussionist also. He plays conga.
You know I was not going to ask you.
Yeah, I want you to also appreciate Eddie, because he's also a percussionist, and
Yes,
he's performed in a
I
few
see.
groups too. And he's a big fan of mine that I am. Okay.
Let it go.
Bomba, yeah.